Alrighty, here we are in DHCP. So DHCP on your router is not something that I kind of agree with. Your router should not be a DHCP server or acting as one. If you are going to put it, make sure you put it on the access layer routers. All right, not on one of your core routers, edge routers, or nothing like that. But again, this is something that's for your certification, so you need to be aware of it throughout your entire Cisco course. All right, from CCNA to CCIE. All right, but in each one they'll let you know that, hey, this is not something that you really want to do. All right, it may cause problems, whatever. Routers are not meant to be that, but they were able to. So when you're being asked questions on it, print screens, things of that nature, you may even be asked. Who knows? You'll be that person that you'll have to configure a DHCP server on the router. So not too difficult. The way we're going to do it though, we're going to use VLANs. We're going to go ahead and create a router on a stick. Right? We're going to create our VLANs. We're going to assign our VLANs. We're going to trunk our ports. All right. So we're going to bring this in. So just to keep, refreshing what we've done. But all the PCs are set up to receive a DHCP address. And you can see here that, let me scroll down a little bit so you can, I don't think you can see that we have VLAN 16 right here. And then we have VLAN 17. So we have 15, 16, and 17. So we'll do it like we did in the previous labs. We'll go to the core switch. And we'll go ahead and create the VLANs up there. We'll trunk the ports. And then we'll go ahead and create a BTP domain. Right? All that good stuff. We don't worry about span tree because there is no redundant links or anything like that. But we will do the other stuff. So these VLANs can propagate down into the other switches. And then all we need to do is assign the appropriate VLAN to the appropriate switch and ports. Okay? So let's go into the core switch. First, let's go ahead and name it so. Config T. Host name, let's put capital. Core 1, you just call it core 1, there we go. And then let's create the VLANs. VLAN 15. Name, we'll call it CLR 1, classroom 1, let's say. VLAN 16. CLR name, we're going to get an error. That's why I kind of paused there. CLR2. And then VLAN 17. Name CLR, 3. All right, so we created those 3 VLANs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a domain name called VTP domain. And of course, it's last.com. Right? From goes, well, you didn't have to say last.com. I got DNS, but whatever. We can call it last.com. It's no big deal. All right. You could just call it last or Cisco, what have you. I thought domain immediately, what have you, last.com. Anyway, VTP domain. So we created one. Now what we're going to do is trunk the ports. Now let's take a look at the ports that we need to trunk. All right. So we need to trunk ports 20, 21, 22. I will assume that. Let me minimize this. Move the switch right here. Yeah, 21, 22. All right, so 20, 21, 22, and 24. Okay. So let's bring this back up. Alrighty. And we're going to go into int range F0/21 through 22. And the comma should work, but I hope it doesn't error out on me. And 24, meaning another port. Of course it did. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to do switch port mode trunk. And then I'm going to go specifically into port 24, int F0/24, switch port mode trunk. All right. So Control Z, WR, or copy run start. All right, and we're going to verify. Let's do a show VLAN. There's our VLANs. We're not going to assign them to any port on the core switch. We just created them. Okay, Control C, show VTP status or stat. There is server. There's my domain name. Okay, we're not going to give an IP address or anything like that to the switch. Not needed. We're not trying to get into a switch or anything like that. It's not the purpose of the lab. And then show VTP stat and show in trunk. And we see ports 21, 22. 23 is not trunked. 20, though, didn't get trunked for some reason. I don't see it there. So let's go into see what you need to verify. Config T int F0/20 21 22 is trunk F0/20 switch TCH switch port mode trunk. All right, and okay, let's do that command again. Join trunk 20. Something's going on there. Oh, it's going through its thing. Spanning tree. All right. Now we just got to wait for it to finish. I guess I'm going too fast for the simulator. All right. It's taking quite a bit of time here. But hey, what can we do, right? We can start actually assigning, but we'll wait. All right, cool. Let's finish doing what it's doing. Now we got port 20 that it is trunked. Outstanding. Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure verify. Cool. The only one that's not going to show up is 24 for the simple reason that 24 is connected to a router and it's not going to show up. So now we'll go to the first switch. This will be CLR1. All right, so we're going to name it as such. Config T, host name CLR1. All right, VTP mode client, right? And then let's verify that the VLANs came down. They show a VLAN. Boom, there they are. I'm going to do a control C. So I'm going to go int range F0/1-15. Not that I need that many ports, but okay. Switch port mode access. Switch port TCH. I always do that. Switch port access VLAN, and this is 15. Okay. Boom. So now it's going to be assigned to those ports. So we're good there. We're going to verify. Control Z. Show VLAN. There we see our VLAN 15 for CLR1. And just for giggles, show VTP stat. We see that we have the last.com domain. We are a client and we're receiving everything down. And let's just take a look at the trunk port, showing trunk again. Verifying, you see dynamically because the mode of the port is auto. So boom, it actually, when the one got trunked, it trunked itself as well. All right, let's go to the next one. This is CLR2. Config T. Interface, host name. CLR2. Okay. BTP mode, client. Right? Verify. Do you show VLAN that they did come down? And they did. Control C. CLR2. So we're going to go int range F0/1-15. Switch port mode access. Switch port access. Ooh. Come on now. VLAN 16. All right. We're going to do WR. Verify. Show VLAN. And there we are. VLAN 16. All right. Right here. We're good to go. The other ones, those don't really matter. Okay. We're good. We're not going to check the other stuff. We know we're okay because everything came down and it's trunked. All right. And then the last one is CLR3. So config T, host name, CLR3. All right. VTP mode client. All right. Let's verify. Do show VLAN. And there it is. We're now, this is CLR3, so it's VLAN 17. We're going to go into int range F0/1-15. And it's just something I'm used to in case I want to put other PCs. I have a couple more ports. That's why I do that. But I'm just so used to doing that, so that's why I did that. Switch port mode access. Switch TCH port access. VLAN 17. Enter. WR. Okay, cool. Control Z. Show VLAN. Already checked that. All right, cool. We're okay. So now we have all the PCs assigned to the right VLANs. We have everything trunked up here. So we need to do the router, right? We need to do the router on a stick configuration, the sub interfaces. Right, and you see that it's F00 that we have there. So we're going to have f0.15, f0.16, f0.17, right, for the gateways. And it's 15, 16, and 17, obviously. All right, we're going to be using the last available IP address for the sub-interfaces. All right, so config T, host name, we'll just call it router 1. All right, we're going to go interface f0/0, and we're going to do a no shut. All right, so we're going to create our first sub interface dot 15, right, for VLAN 15, not required, recommended, all right, for visualization purposes. The encapsulation encap dot 1Q15, that must be there, that is required, must match the VLAN ID, and the IP address, and just to again remember, 192.168, okay, 192.168. 192.168.15.254, 255.255.255.0. Enter. Now just easy, just up arrow. We need the 16. So subinterface 16. Enter. Enter. Encap 16. Right. Enter. And then the IP address is the same thing, but 16. That's why I do the labs this way, because I don't really want to make you think too much on as far as the IPs. Just try to make everything match up, make it easy to understand. All right, and then the last one, which is 17, so we need to do the 17 subinterface. So f00.17. All right, encap must be next, 17. All right, and then the IP address, 17.254. All right, so we're going to do WR. But as you can see, show IP int brief. All right, it may say all is up, but there's no IP addresses on the actual PCs. You can do look at the show IP route. It may say it's connected, but let me minimize. If you go here to the PC and you go to the, there's nothing there. It's getting in a PIPA. So that's not what we want. So all right, so you see green lights. Oh my God, we're good. We're not receiving an IP address. So now we need to configure. So we have our stuff set up already. So now we just need to configure DHCP. All right. So before we do, let me just show you. Okay, very simple. We're going to create 3 different pools. One for 15, one for 16, and one for 17. Okay. Obviously, you're going to exclude the address for the gateways. All right. And the only real thing you need is the router, right? The default router, which is the gateway. If you don't give it this, you won't get assigned the gateway. Okay, so you need to make sure you put in the default router. If you want to do DNS or other options, that's completely up to you. But this will get a functioning, working DNS. All right, I mean DHCP. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Config T. So we go IP question mark. What are we looking for? DHCP. All right, and where is that? Right there. DHCP. All right. Whoop. Now, what do you want to do? You want to create a pool. All right, or you can do the exclusion first. Compared to you. All right, so we can do. Let's do the excluded address first. Let's do the first VLAN, which is 192.168.15.254. All right, you can up arrow and then do 16.254 up arrow and do 17.254 because we don't want the DHCP server assigning these addresses when this is our gateway, right? And we're still here in global configuration. So then we can go again, IP, DHCP, and now we can say pool, okay? And you give your pool name. So this is going to be for VLAN, we'll put it together, 15. Well, what is it that we want to put here? Oh, look at that, default router, right? What's the default router for VLAN 15? 192.168.15.254. That's the default router. And you also got to put the network. I forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. What network do you belong to? Oh, okay. That's the 192.168.15 because there's no subnet mask. You got to tell it. 15.0 255.255.255.0. Okay? Done there. So all we did the excluded addresses. You see them up here. Okay? And then we did our first pool, 15, right? We named it 15. Then we gave it the default router, which is our gateway. So everybody has one. And then we told it the network that it belongs to, so it has the range to pick from. Okay. Now we're going to do our second VLAN, right? Which is VLAN 16. So IP DHCP pool VLAN 16. Oh, okay. Sorry. Had to exit out. IP DHCP. I thought I would have done it. Pool VLAN 16. Well, good. So I did in space before. I want to keep it consistent. Right. Now we do the same thing. Default router 192.168.16.254. Network 192.168.16.0.255.255.255.255.0. Boom. All right, so we'll exit. IP DHCP pool VLAN 17. Default router 192.168.17.254. Enter. Network 192.168.17.0.255.255.255.0. Enter. I forgot the T. Not a problem. Network. I just up arrowed. And then enter again. Do WR. Control Z. Let's look at it. Let's get rid of all this gibberish. Let's take a look at the start. Okay. So here we go. We have our DHCP excluded addresses right here, 15, 16, 17, right, for each which is each gateway. And then we created the pool for 15, 16, and 17 with telling it, hey, this is the network that we are in, and this is our default router. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's go to the PC, come here, and I already got an IP address with the right gateway. Look at that. All right, let's go to this one. Same thing, 16.1. Awesome. And 17.1. But if you want to renew it just to see that it is working for you, just so you can see it working, that I've never seen it working. Okay, you see, we get assigned the same IP address 1. All right, and then let's just ping. I mean, not that we need to, but let's just go ahead and do it to see if our intra VLANs are working. 192.168.15.1. All right, cool. And then now 16.1. And I'm not going to ping myself. All right. So that is DHCP. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Again, here it is. We tell it the network. We give it the default router address. We create the pool and the exclusions. All right. Remember, the exclusions are in global config. Once you enter IP DHCP pool and you give it a name, you enter DHCP configuration mode. So you're stuck in there, and that's why I had to exit back out. But that's it. No big deal. Just remember, you do need, these are the two main ones, okay? And you do need that default router. You do need that default router, so you know that's the gateway. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.